Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review of the quarantine series. Again, these are movies that normally we wouldn't review. We would still watch. We wouldn't normally review these movies, but during the quarantine, we try to find movies that maybe, just maybe, have interesting value for everyone out there to check out. So, this one is called Inheritance. Let's give you a quick description of it. A patriarch of a wealthy, powerful family suddenly passes away, leaving his wife and daughter with a shocking secret inheritance that threatens to unravel and destroy their families. Their stars Lily Collins, Simon Pegg, Connie Nielsen, and Chance Crawford. So, from that synopsis, you can kind of guess that this is supposed to be a thriller. And I'm going to say supposed to be because it's very, at times, unnecessarily funny. But it is supposed to be a thriller as we get Lily Collins' character, which is named Lauren Monroe, as their father dies, and Chance Crawford is playing her brother William Monroe. As they die, they read off the will, and we realize that the father left majority of the money to Chance. He left very little to Lily, but he also left her the property and a bunker on the property for some odd reason. As she finds out what this bunker is, we get Simon Pegg caged to a wall in this bunker. No explanation on why he's caged to this wall at this point. We just know he's caged to the wall in a bunker. And the rest of this movie is Lauren attempting to figure out her family's secrets, why Simon Pegg is chained to this thing, and getting sympathy at times, also driving herself crazy with the rest of her family. It's a lot going on for a thriller. A lot going on for it is so funny. I'm sorry. It's a hilarious movie that in every way, shape, form, or fashion was not meant to be hilarious. Simon Pegg has on the worst wig I've ever seen in any movie humanly possible. Lily Collins, who is the daughter of Phil Collins, so I give her credit for that, at least, because I can't really give her credit for this movie. She plays a DA, the Manhattan lead DA, who, amazing in this movie, proves she doesn't know how to investigate anything. Everything just gets past her with no issue at all. The plot is not only thin, it is ridiculous and thin. The setups make no sense. The ending is kind of telegraphed the last hour of this movie. The movie's only about an hour and 40 minutes long. But by that first 40 minutes, you kind of figure out exactly where this movie is going to. So it does nothing to you. It looks great, though. It looks great. The cast, granted, while it's so many people in here that's miscast in roles they should not be in this movie, they still all give it a heck of a go. I give them credit for that. They try to push this as much as possible. Simon Pegg is absolutely crazy in this movie, and he's really trying to push hard, but boy, does it come off like a Hot Fuzz Part 2 at times with the seriousness, but it's so comical, it's hard to be serious. It as a movie, it fails, but just as the performances, you kind of give them credit for the way they push to a conclusion, again, that you see coming a mile away from a setup that makes absolutely no sense. But again, if you're into thrillers, as I said before, I think on Darkness Falls that I reviewed, if you are into thrillers, you may like this movie, because as silly as it is, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's just overly silly. But if you could look past all of that, the elements of a thriller are there. The director tries really hard to build suspense in areas. Granted, it never comes across well, but for some people, it may come across perfect. So you may like it. I didn't particularly like it, but I didn't hate it either. It's one of those movies where you kind of see how all the elements are going to work, and then it just doesn't work. To give an old comparison, is a movie called Extreme Measures that starred Andy Garcia and Michael Keaton. That was crazy as heck. Had all the elements to make a perfect thriller, and nothing worked well. That's what this reminded me of. And I have seen now Extreme Measures maybe 15 times. So as bad as this movie is, I know I'm going to go back and see it because, again, the elements are there to make a good movie. So in my head, I'll watch it again and just make the movie in my head and make it better than the movie you got. But Inheritance, 2020 dramatic thriller, again starring Lily Collins, Simon Pegg. Out of a possible 10, I am going to give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. Again, it's not a good movie, but it's entertaining enough to watch over and over and over and over again if you're a person like me. So this has been another JVS quarantine movie review, Inheritance. I know it's out on VOD. I'm not 100% sure. I think you can rent it and possibly buy it on Amazon Prime, but I don't think it's out currently for free on any streaming service. But again, check it out. I mean, it's like $3.99 to rent on Amazon Prime. I think you can watch that $3.99 and you may get you some popcorn and a nice drink and have fun with this movie. Peace, people.